Hello, my friends. Gladbach are currently 10th in the league on 6 points, so we're not going to do a Villareal Gladbach game. We're going to do Villareal and Arsenal, and really that's probably for the better because it will mostly determine, I would guess, our Champions League fate as to whether or not I should show you all the other episodes. As you can see, we're currently second in the league, 1 point off Bayern, Dortmund 5 points behind us. What is happening there? So let's catch you up on the results here. We took on Jan Regensburg 3 days after losing to Napoli in a quite disappointing fashion. So disappointing, we just cut the episode. And it took a 90th minute winner from Marson, coming in as a second half substitute. He's 6'4", which is useful, and he just beat a center back to a lofted in ball and doinked it over the keeper, which was quite nice. It wasn't a lot of power on it. He was just taller than everybody. We'll take it. So we get the 1-0 win, but Jan Regensburg currently 16th in the league, so the fact that we struggled is not great. Here's their new kits, in case you're interested. I think the white one is quite sharp, personally. That's just me. And then we took on Bayer Leverkusen, where we had a 3-0 lead in the 18th minute, and then, did nothing. Just like foot off gas. And they came back in the second half, scored a brace in 2 minutes, and then Malik gets sent off for yellow card accumulation in the 91st minute. Thanks, Malik. Great job. Here's the Bayer kits. Yeah, I like all three of those. I think the black and red is sharp. I actually really like the blue and green one. Quite vibrant. I don't know why I like it so much, but there you go. So Villareal today, and then we'll skip Gladbach and Mainz and come back for Arsenal. Yeah. This is the squad that we're going to go with. It's pretty much the usual suspects, although Patrick is starting to tail off a little bit, so it wouldn't surprise me that in the January timeframe, this switch to Marian is now the starting right back because he's on the upswing. And then you just go, yeah, you only get 7 subs, so you got to take versatile players. So Balogun comes in instead of Wahid. That's probably the biggest player missing, even though Wahid is, new to the squad. He's our leading goal scorer. He's got 4 goals in all competitions, 3 in the Bundesliga and 1 in the DFB Pokal. He's also in really good form, so you could argue bring him instead of Valorant, except he can only play up top, whereas Valorant can play all 3 of the attacking third on the outside spots, and Conceição can play pretty much all of them as well. Yilmaz is going to have to cover the midfield. We don't have another left back besides Kostas and David Hanko. I mean, we do. Okay, down here, Karim. And it's not that he's not good. He's just not Champions League good, right? Like, I'm not throwing a 19-year-old 1.5 star in a Champions League game. That doesn't make sense. So if we have to make a change to Kostas, it's going to be David, and then we'll bring on one of our 2 extra center backs. So we got Anel and David Batella and Marian Scarlett, who in a bind can also play center back as well. Just to kind of give you an idea of who's in the squad here. This is the second time I'm recording this because not recording the whole thing. I realized right about this point that my mic had unplugged itself again. I mean, you might be like, unplugged itself? Yeah, the mic just get up and walk away. Here's how my mic situation works if I could pick it up without ruining it. So there's a cable. You can't see that. You see the cable coming into the back? Yeah, that's a USB cable, and it goes to the bottom. Yeah? And I have a standing desk, my friends. And so that cable, I should probably wrap it around one of the 2. This is great content. You see these 2 legs? I should probably wrap it around that leg once to release the tension. That's probably a good idea. When I raise and lower my stand desk, it can apply pressure, and when I go to grab it to put my desk is rather deep. When I go to pull the mic forward, it can apply a little bit of pressure. And I swear I looked and it was like it was working, and then I set it down and it wasn't. So anyway, they've got the likes of Serge Aurier, and Zinchenko has joined them. Of course, I can't click him. Why would I want to be able to click him? That's useful. Why? So we've already put in our instructions and all that kind of stuff. Zinchenko, I think, went for 36.5 million from Man City a couple seasons ago. I was confused because he was playing left back. Prior to the game, I was trying to pre-scout them a little bit, and now he's playing the 10 because he's Mr. Versatile. So that's why none of the instructions can be changed and all that kind of stuff, because I got to here and I was like, oh, I don't see the bar moving on my recording software. But that's what's going on. Yeah, Villareal. We're running what we've rung, I think is the phrase. So we're going to go gegenpressing. The pressure's all on them. somewhat disagree. We don't have any points either. They lost to Arsenal, I believe, like 2-0, and we lost, no, 3-0, or 3 something. There was a 3-goal difference, and because I think they were at the bottom of the table with a -3 goal difference, and we were third with a -2. This is a battle for third place to get into the Europa League, essentially. Malik's not in a different role. Why does it always ask that? Anybody? Anybody know? Wow, they are 1-1 and 3. Can we please take advantage away from home? Look at all the faith. Oh, I don't have Costas. Kevin Mottram is a member of our community and is constantly keeping me updated with player faces. So I'm sure he'll get that in there because he's a legend. It saves me a ton of time not having to do it myself. Sorry, I'm wearing my US Men's National Team 2011 home kit that I got on eBay for a bargain price, but it's also against my blue screen. It makes it look like I'm kind of sparkly. Maybe we like that. Do we like sparkly GHG? Anyway, not a single highlight in the first 15 minutes, but they are all over us. That's not good. They're in poor form. They were already tired, right? So like, come on, lads. Let's go. I know we're away from home. Should we played cautious, fluid counterattack? Maybe. But we'll see. This is going to be our highlight. Oh, and the other thing I think I pointed out the first time I recorded this that you didn't see, is pretty much our entire starting 11 is below a 7.0 average rating, and last 5. Why did I do a second finger there? I don't know why. Serge Aurier, he's missed. How has he missed an open net? Which might make you go, well, why didn't you bring, some of the really good center backs in instead? Partially, it's because Malik is going to have to miss the next league game, so I want to play him here so we're not tiring those guys out. But that's kind of disappointing, right? Like, maybe it's the pressure of expectations. I don't know. Maybe it's that we're just playing these guys in the more difficult games and rotating against lesser opposition. Good save. I like the volley attempt there. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we're giving Anel and Batella and Scarlat the easier games to make an impact, and they're doing that. But then our starting 11, maybe they need to play a little bit more consistently together to get that, fluidity. That's a pretty poor half. Let's be honest with ourselves. At least start hitting the target more often, mate. De Dios can only go 75 minutes. 75 minutes. Do something about that. Even a draw would be okay against, a bottom of the table opposition or bottom of the group opposition. Plus the financial incentive for getting a draw versus a loss, clearly. Xavi Simons looks exhausted. Lovely. I think we're going to leave him on for just a minute before we do any switching. Oh, why would Patrick play it there? Hey, the goalkeeper's laying on the ground. It sounded like they just hit the woodwork. Hey, get up. I'm going to pass this to you. Can you punt this now? Like, goodness me. Jakic lays it off to Simons, who should have come off because he's tired. It's blocked, though. Vieira gets to Patrick, who's now made his way all the way from the 6-yard box. I was gonna make my subs, but fine, we won't. Yes! Now we'll make our subs, my friends. Origi! Let's look at Origi enjoying that. Get in, son. Okay. We're away from home. We just scored. Can I see the stats? You gonna give me my tablet? No, you're not gonna give me my tablet view because they just... Why would you do that? Why would I be able to see all my stats whenever I wanted to? Okay, I was definitely gonna take him off. So I think our options are bring on an extra center back, like take him off and go to this, which is what I was considering. I think that makes sense. We bring on a tall player. Who's the tallest? It's Anel, right? He's 6'5". Monster. What a monster. We bring him on in this type of a situation. Because now we don't need the 10. And we have play for set pieces, which we have practiced recently. And I mean, he's huge. He's 6'5". We throw him in the box. David Henko is 6'2". Malik is 6'4". You know, like, slow it down, bring on an extra defender. I'm tempted to like play a flat 5, but I don't think we're gonna do that. But then Xavi Simons is exhausted. I think that's the first change though. Like, hey Xavi, I need you to go another 10 minutes. That was a lot of analysis, but a win here would be absolutely massive financially. Like, I'm just thinking finances because, well, because of like the per match win amount, but also because of the potential to get to the Europa League with a result here. Simons, who's tired? Oh, he's tired. He doesn't see Serge Aurier on the yellow. Okay. I like how who was that? Who was that? Shemikas came back to help out with that. Origi's playing left back. That's not what you want to see. Patrick here. Okay. Oh dear. That's a goal. That's a goal. I mean, that was like a hot knife through butter. That was a goal. Goodness me. We're gonna go back to gegenpressing. It was giving a recommendation to take somebody off. I'm guessing it was Xavi Simons. I'm a little irritated with FM. I love when it just shifts everyone around. That's great. It's great. So we're gonna bring on no one. We have no one. No. That's wrong. There we go. That's why we signed Frankie. Good old Frankie. And I'm gonna put Divock up top. Can Divock Origi save our bacon? I know we're all tired, but they've got to be tired too. So we're going to go back to this. I mean, is that just how it goes? I understand momentum. It's like, you would think bringing on an extra center back would make it a little harder. I need to check. I want to say the 5-2-3, we have them being pushed out wide as well. So it's like the fact that he ran right past Malik, who's supposed to be on cover, is kind of absurd to me, personally. Maybe Anel will come in with a header. Eh? Vieira playing the 10. Xavi Simons, who's tired, play. Oh, he's keeper on the line. That view does no good to us, doesn't it? What good is it? Like, we're really gonna slow it down to show you what? Nothing. They've gone 4-4-2. They're trying to see the game out now. They've been in poor form. They're playing for a draw, my friends. But we've got Fowler and Balogun on the run. Oh, he's all by himself. Oh, he cuts it back. Origi placed shot. Divock Origi. Roll all the R's, my friends. Ah. Oh, wait. Was it Kermit? There you go. Balogun. The cut back, just a little. It just kind of pushed it. Maybe it was a place shot. Divock looks exhausted. That's fine, man. That's fine. You may have just secured us the Europa League. Napoli beats Arsenal 3-2. What a result! Origi with a brace. Origi haters are like, what do I say in the comments? I love finding little nuggets like this in the team talks, even though sometimes the team talk stuff doesn't make sense. That sound you hear is everyone who wrote us off backtracking. What a performance. Yeah! This is random, but Curtis Jones is playing for Tottenham. They bought him for 47 million. Not sure how I feel about that. As is Edouard, who, Crystal Palace. Tottenham spent some cash money, 43.5 million. Get in. Not trying to be rude. Is Hannibal a normal Tunisian name? Because I'm just thinking about, the movie. I know I'm just giving you random players, but this is like, as we're going through scout reports, Elanga, who has played recently for Manchester United under Ralph Rangnick, left on a free after not having played in our world. I guess maybe in the previous season, he got 2 starts or appearances. And he's gone to Malmo on a free, where he's kind of doing all right. I mean, it's early days, but I just think it's interesting. So considering what happened in the first Champions League game, is there a way, besides final third training, which I have Malik working on, to increase his composure? I'm not an expert at training, so I'm asking you, dear viewer, because he's not happy about the final third training. But I'm like, dude, we got to work on your composure. Well, we're ready for a pretty big Champions League game, but we've lost Marian Scarlat to a broken ankle for 2 to 3 months. It was great. We took on Mainz. I didn't have Patrick on the bench for some reason because I wasn't paying attention. Garage door. So we had to go to like an asymmetric, like Conceição dropped to a like an inverted winger in the midfield. We had 3 at the back. Shimikas. It was like a 5 or a 4. I guess from your perspective, a 4 and then a 3 and then a 3. It was weird. Unfortunate. But we got the win. Even with that. And guess who scored? It's Wahid. He's earned himself a start in the Champions League. He's our top goal scorer. We also beat Gladbach 3-1, which is nice. And we scored 2 in the first 12 minutes. So, no complaints. But again, look at this. 5 goals. 5 goals. DK. Ooh, brother. And he's an excellent 4. I feel like I have to start him. Of course, the problem is we've lost our rotational right back for a couple months. And Patrick's on a yellow card. I have a feeling Patrick's going to pick up a yellow at some point in the next 2 Champions League games. And he's going to miss the next Champions League game. He's 3 away from suspension in the league as well. I do have the option right now. Nope. Who's the lone kid we have? Kai Brewer. Do I recall Kai Brewer right now? 5'2", only at the 3 Liga. You can't see that. There it is. At 3 Liga level. Clearly not, fantastic. But we don't really have another option. Not great. Not sure what to do there. Let's go take on Arsenal. We could also go to like some kind of a 5-2-3, but like the attacking right player becomes a winger and we put in a DM to help cover the right back spot. Yeah. It's the balance of like rotating your squad, or not rotating the squad, but loaning out your players, not having a massive squad, getting your youngsters playing time, but also like, oh dear. I might have a think on that. We might it is better for Kai to stay out on loan because he's 2 leagues below us in quality. So maybe we come up with some sort of a DM on that side with a winger in support or something. And oh, how has he missed? It's an absolute setter. Penman has now learned German. Or like he's finished the qualification or whatever he was studying. I can't remember if it's basic German or fluent or whatever, but hopefully that helps him since he's an eccentric fella as to what he can accomplish now. Oh, that's unfortunate that we didn't win that. Ruben Neves is at Arsenal. And Saka, despite having a knock, has just scored. Yeah. I mean, it was lovely, Let's do a little encourage to bounce back from that, lads. Come on. There I am in my tracksuit. Love a tracksuit manager. Origi just decides to stop running. Yeah, gonna turn. Let's do something much more difficult, like play it to Costas, who then we allow Arsenal to get their entire back line into the 6-yard box. Good idea, lads. Like, come on. Again, like, we're taking on Arsenal. It's not exactly like I was expecting to wipe the floor with them, so fair play. Saka out injured. Is that the difference maker? Because Arsenal has no depth. Oh, he's hit the bar. Gerardo. Mate. Oh. Really, it's been an even game, right? Almost even on shots. They've had 1 more shot on target. The XG is about the same. Our shooting has been terrible. I agree with that. I'm not happy with you. You need to not get sent off. And I'm not happy with you. Come on, Divock Origi. Let's do something like you did last time, son. Let's go. Origi down to a 6.3. I mean, it's really the attacking third, so I'm not blaming just Origi. Jakic, I think, is going to miss the next game. Metin Yilmaz has been out with a knock. We have just absolutely not done the business, have we? Okay, Vieira slides inside. Conceição comes on to rescue our bacon. Xavi Simon, oh dear, no, Xavi Simons is going to come on for, for Jakic in the ball-winning midfielder role, and I'm going to take Divock Origi off and bring on Balogun. Triple subbage in the 67th minute, my friends. We're rolling the dice. Come on, lads, encourage. Okay, they like that. They should, look, they're knackered, right? Like, okay, their left side, our rights. Oh, they're actually exhausted on both sides of the pitch, if we're being honest with ourselves. Last 15, we have nothing to lose, right? Like, we might as well go very attacking, which we'll probably concede, but is what it is. Martinelli. Okay, there was a player there. Oh, no. Penman got a mitt to it. Okay, get in, son. Oh, now I'm wondering about the right back situation. What do we do with that? Oh, man. Ugh. Odegaard. Ooh, can Jakic play right back? Is that a thing? I might need to go look. I'm going to demand more, and let's see what happens. Demand more equals set piece. Oh, Penman way off his line. Oh, that wasn't very good. We're going to put Patrick on. Oh, dearie me. Overlap. You might as well go on attack. We're attacking everywhere, lads. Full beans is the phrase. You notice every time I'm making an attacking change, it's another highlight for Arsenal. Penman, oh, could he have caught it? Maybe he saw it late. It's just better to do the safe thing, but we have to hope that Napoli is smashing Villareal. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. I can't even. I'm exhausted my shouts. Oh, that's a tough way to lose. Oh, that's a tough way to lose. Unlucky, boys. I don't want to be harsh on them. It is what it is. I like what we did out there. We gave 100%. None of their business. I had to use all my subs on everyone else. But the good news is... Oh, wait, no, they haven't played yet. What? I guess they would play at different times, wouldn't they? Let's go see what happens. Napoli beats Villareal 2-0, so we're not dead yet for the Europa League. I mean, that's really... So that does make the next Champions League games important, right? Because if we were at the bottom of the table, I'd be like, it's been good. It's been fun to be here. See you later. But next episode will be Paderborn, and I will bring you back for Arsenal, because by that... And then maybe the next one is Villareal, and that's the decider. But I think we played close enough to Arsenal to show the away game. Like, I don't think necessarily we're going to get run off the park. Now, I'm thinking about Kai. Let me know what your comments. Let me know what your thoughts are about recalling Kai, because I guess it's because there's not a problem with Joe Scally. He's being utilized and whatever. Is he better? No, they're about the same. He's a good player for a 3-league side. So let me. Nope. I guess I could just go to squad depth. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, we really don't have anybody on the right. I think it might be time to recall Kai and apologize, because we don't even have, like, somebody that could play kind of out of position in that role, unless I convert somebody into being a wingback. Like, hey, Peter Meyer, you want to... I mean... Oh, because Peter Meyer has needed game time. Could we convert him into a wingback? He's really not. Like, he's not at all. His crossing isn't great. His dribblings are. His first touch, like, more attacking wingback. Maybe we drop him to here and we play a 3 at the back if we need to. But his tackling is so poor. It would get him game time. Would you do it to Peter Meyer? Comments. We'll see you next time.